very glad to be here and to see all of you here today. How many of you do not know the story of Norma? Okay, I'm going to give you a thumbnail. It takes place in Roman-occupied Gaul in a Druid forest about 50 BC. And the Druids, at the beginning of the opera, are clamoring for war with Rome because they want them out of their sacred lands. And Norma, who's the high priestess, is counseling restraint. Now, she has an ulterior motive because, unbeknown to anybody, she has had a relationship with a Roman proconsul, Polyone, and they have had 2 children. And she doesn't really want anything to happen to him because she still loves him. However, she knows that his interest in her is flagging. She doesn't know who the other woman is, but she, in the second part of the aria of Casta Diva, she's actually asking the goddess to bring back the love of Polyone. In the Casta Diva section, which is the first part, she's invoking the goddess to bring peace into the land. Polyone has taken up with another younger version of Norma, another temple virgin, named Adalgisa. And neither Norma nor Adalgisa know that Polyone is their common lover. And when they find out, it makes Norma very distraught. She actually begs him to come back to her, which he says he will not. And he's urging Adalgisa to go to Rome with him. So Norma goes and is ready to kill her children. Unlike Medea, though, she can't do it because of her maternal instincts. So she gives the children into the care of Adalgisa, thinking that she's going to Rome with the father, and she's going to commit suicide. Well, Adalgisa begs her not to commit suicide, and as she sees what kind of a man he really is, Adalgisa decides that she wants to stay with the Druids and she is loyal to Norma. Now, however, Polyone won't take no for an answer. He is discovered in the inner sanctum of the temple and is dragged out and condemned to death. Now, here's where the ancient form of stand by your man happens. because Norma is a stand by your man gal. She confesses to the assemblage that she is just as guilty as he is because she's broken her vows of chastity. And therefore, there must be a sacrifice to the goddess. And so she orders a funeral pyre to be built. And as she's walking slowly towards immolation, he falls back in love with her and decides that he will die with her. So the goddess actually comes through at the end. You know? This opera is considered to be very intense and dramatic and difficult. Lily Lehmann is said to have remarked that she would rather do 3 Isoldes than 1 Norma. And this is partly due to the fact that it almost requires 2 distinct voices. The more dramatic legato sections are a spinto kind of voice, and the more fast-moving sections are a coloratura in nature. In our own time, the great Maria Callas did both beautifully, as well as acted the part exceptionally well. So now you're going to have to suspend your disbelief and imagine this forest and this tall, regal priestess invoking the goddess for peace and love.